Hey, my elevators, it's Elle Beecham. I stopped by to just really let you know how important it is to have valuable people in your life and in your circle. I ran across someone that I grew up with from years ago when I would visit my dad. So, I don't know, every other weekend, once a month type of thing. And I ran across him maybe a month ago. And since then, we've been talking, like on a regular basis. And one day he asked me, like, why aren't you doing something bigger? Why aren't you famous? Why aren't you an entrepreneur? Like, why don't you have, your own business or whatever? And so I gave him my reasoning, and my reasoning was, my timing. It's not my time yet. I have other things that I need to master and to cultivate and, perfect and all of this. And he basically said, you have your own niche, you have your own lane. You should be doing something other than working in corporate America. So after, we ended the call, I had to sit with that. And I sat with it because it was mind-boggling to me too. What I came up with was a level of attachment. So there's a level of validation and camaraderie and support, that I look for in order to like do certain things. So I've had to work hard to get to where I am as far as schooling, my career, doing things on my own, that was a part of survival. But business and entrepreneurship is not survival. So if you get where I'm going, entrepreneurship wasn't a thing for me because I didn't need that to survive. But working, my education, providing for my daughter, having a roof over our heads, like that was survival. So I knew I had to do that, even if on my own. Well, when it comes to business, I always want a partner. I always want to partner up with someone, someone to hold my hand. And I had to ask myself, like, why is that? Why do you feel like you need someone to, kind of like break the fall or go through the thick of things with you? And the revelation that I got was it come from childhood. It comes from not having certain things as a child. It comes from overly stimulating me in certain areas as a child. And after, I sat with that, like I was upset, right? Like I was upset. I was like, I thought I was done with this whole attachment thing, this whole abandonment, issue, from the mother wound and the dad wound. Like I thought I was over that. But the truth is, like, this stuff will always show itself, but it'll manifest in different ways. And it manifested on a different level. So now what that showed me was, as a child, I look for support and validation to look a certain way. Well, now that I'm an adult, it doesn't look that way. And it's okay that it doesn't. I just have to find what support looks like now. So my friend that encouraged me to start researching some of these business endeavors that I want to do, flirting with, new business ideas or whatever, he doesn't know that that was a form of support. Even though I didn't like it, it allowed me to see myself. I literally had to turn the mirror on myself and really sit with it. Like, why haven't I started a business on my own? And why do I feel like I need the support that I had as a child? Well, as an adult, support looks different now. So that made me peel back the onion of this whole attachment and abandonment issue that I have. And I went a little deeper. So it doesn't look the same as it did before, right? When I first started dealing with it in my mother wound, like it looked like I needed somebody to hold my hand and I was more like a little girl. Well, now that I've matured and I've blossomed, that looks very different now. So, shout out to my friend, who just actually challenged me. I didn't like it. I did not like it. But he challenged me in a way where I had to take 2 steps back and ask myself, why haven't I evolved in this area? And that's priceless because I got to see me. I became vulnerable in that moment when I was talking to him and texting him. And I was exposed. I was naked in front of him because he knew my truth. But sharing my truth with him allowed me to begin the process of working through now another level or layer, I should say, of this whole issue. So it's valuable. The people who cross your path is not by happenstance. So learn something from them. Look at them and see how you can see yourself and what lessons you can take from it. So this was a valuable lesson. I really don't even know what to call this video. But it was definitely a shedding of the onion, going deeper, unraveling the layers. It was just so much stuff, that I got from the conversation with him that particular day. But since then, I have been on the move, moving and shaking, doing things. As far as the business go, I feel better. The crazy part is that was the full moon too. So I should have known something was going to happen. Like I should have known. But yeah. So continue to challenge yourself, love yourself, be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself, because this is a forever process. Forever. Even me, learning the things that I have learned, knowing what I know, the experiences, I'm still learning. I'm still learning me. As so will you. So until my next video, elevators, have a good night.